Imagine this. You've been living in an older apartment building for many years. A developer comes along and decides they're going to turn your nice, cushy apartment building into a bunch of condos. So they do that. They split it all up, turn it into a legal condominium. Not much happens inside. It looks basically the same. But illegally, it's a different structure. Now, the landlord has the option to sell individual condo units instead of having to sell the whole building. Great deal for the landlord, but you as a tenant, you're worried. You moved into a building thinking that you were safe, that it wasn't going to get sold. What do? I'm Sean Harvey from Riverview Legal Group, a licensed paralegal with the Law Society of Ontario, licensed by the Law Society of Ontario. And I'm here to tell you, if you live in a condominium unit before it became a condominium, you are protected by what's called Section 51 of the Residential Tenancies Act. What that means is that as a person who lives in a condominium before it legally became a condominium, you can never, ever, ever be evicted for personal use. No matter how many times that unit is bought and sold, the new owners cannot give a notice to say that they are going to move in. They have no right to move in under the normal set of rules. You are protected under Section 51. There's actually a similar provision under Section 56 of the Residential Tenancies Act, could be 54, which deals with when a land is severed. What that means is, let's say, for example, you are living in a duplex, right? You have one house on one side or another house on the other side, and it happens to be a single parcel of land. Any of you in real estate will know what that means as a parcel. Now, let's say that the landlord lives in one half and you live in the other half, and the landlord says, you know what, I'm just going to split this land in two. I'm going to sell one half of the rental unit you happen to be living in, and the landlord says, I'm going to stay in the other half. Well, the Residential Tenancies Act protects you as well. Because if you lived in a rental unit before it became a severed and separately conveyable piece of property, meaning it can be bought and sold on its own, if you live in that unit before that happens, you too cannot be evicted for personal use, just like the condominium situation. So if you find yourself and a landlord is attempting to evict for personal use, and you think to yourself, I live in a duplex, a semi, I live in an apartment building that might have been converted to a condominium, reach out to Riverview Legal Group or any licensed legal professional in Ontario, and we will walk you through what protections might specifically apply to your situation. Like, follow, share, and subscribe for more useful landlord and tenant tips in Ontario.